Phoenix is a big city, but everyone seems to talk about the same neighborhoods over and over. Ocotillo in Chandler, Desert Ridge in North Phoenix, Arcadia in Central Phoenix. You get the point. But there are some hidden gems in the Phoenix Valley that barely anyone talks about, and these lesser known locations offer great lifestyles and in many cases better prices because they are not as widely known. Today I'm going to highlight some of these neighborhoods, and who knows, maybe one of them will be your next home. Before we get into these underrated neighborhoods, click the link in my description below and I will send you my free Moving to Phoenix guide that covers all of our 31 cities and towns in the Phoenix Valley. It's going to highlight their top neighborhoods, the home prices, the crime ratings, the school ratings, and really just everything that you need to know. You can grab your free copy in the description below or just reach out to me directly and I'll send it over to you. Let's start with a neighborhood that most people don't even know is there because it is hidden behind South Mountain. That is, of course, Ahwatukee Foothills. Located south of downtown Phoenix, tucked right up against the southern side of the South Mountains, Ahwatukee feels like it is further away from the action than it is. It's quieter and more scenic out here than other areas, but you're still under 30 minutes away from both downtown Phoenix and Scottsdale. It's also only going to take you about 15 minutes to get to Chandler, which is one of Phoenix's employment hubs, with Intel and Northrop Grumman being located there. So okay, the location is great, but what is the neighborhood itself like? Driving through the community, you'll notice how well kept and serene it is here. Everywhere you look, you're going to have mountain views. They have a few man-made lakes here in the neighborhood, even with some lakefront home options, and you have the golf course as well to sprinkle in some green into the desert landscape. The mountains act as kind of a buffer between the rest of Phoenix for the most part, so there's almost no through traffic in Ahwatukee. If someone is driving around in here, they probably live here, which makes it a much more quiet and calm area. This is one of the rare neighborhoods in Phoenix where you will be pretty centrally located with easy access to the entire valley, but you're also going to have a very outdoor-centric lifestyle. There's a lot of hiking right from the community, you have the great golf course that we talked about, and there's also just a lot of parks and different things like that in the area. The housing in here varies widely for such a small area. There are going to be starter options in here from about $350,000, and there are also multi-million-dollar mansions on the golf course and everything in between. Most of the home options are going to be priced between about $500,000 and $800,000 though. You can find a pretty nice home in here with its own pool for around $700,000. So if you haven't heard of Ahwatukee, it might be time to add it onto your list if you're looking for an outdoor-centric lifestyle, but you aren't wanting to be more than 30 minutes away from the best that Phoenix has to offer in Scottsdale, downtown, and Chandler. Agritopia used to be even more of a hidden gem than it is today, but in recent years it has grown in popularity with more people discovering the small neighborhood. It's located here in Gilbert, which is one of the top ranked cities to live in all of Phoenix, and it actually ranks as one of the top in the country in a lot of lists that you find. The proximity to downtown and Chandler is great, but it's still far enough away from the madness of the city to feel like a slower and quieter pace of life out here. If small town charm is what you're after, there are only a handful of neighborhoods in Phoenix that actually have it, and Agritopia is one of the best. You'll find charming homes that don't all look the same, tree-lined streets, and a little farm at the heart of the community that has made it so famous. The community farm provides a lot of ingredients for the restaurants in here, and there are little coffee shops, farmers market stands, and even a school in the center of it all. It really brings things together, and people just fall in love with the area when they visit. Driving around here, you'll see tree-lined streets and parks scattered about, and that's part of the charm of the area. It's a very walkable, green, and friendly feeling area. The development to turn Agritopia, which used to be a farm, into a community began in 2001 and continued all the way through 2023, so you can find a pretty wide range of houses here, but nothing that will be brand new. We don't have a lot of basement homes in Arizona because we just don't build those here, but this is one of the rare neighborhoods where you can actually find a lot of the homes with basements, which is another little quirk to it. The home prices are a bit higher than some of the surrounding areas, firstly because you're in Gilbert, which is already a very desirable city, but then you're in this little tight-knit neighborhood that everyone loves, so you will pay a bit of a premium to be here. The median home price in this neighborhood is going to be about $1 million, but you can find options under $500,000 for a smaller, more low-key home. But for about $1 million, you can get a beautiful home with its own private pool. If you want small town charm and to be located in one of the best cities in the state, and to have the ability to walk around your neighborhood and just take a stroll to the local farm-to-table restaurant, Agritopia is one of the only places you can do this in the valley. Now we're going to head out to the Northwest Valley, where you'll find Arrowhead Ranch. This is a great location, being just minutes away from the 101 freeway, but also right on the mountains with easy access to hiking and mountain biking. It's technically in the city of Glendale, but it's the furthest north tip of the city and bordered by North Phoenix and North Peoria. The community is known for its golf course and lakes that are scattered throughout the neighborhood. There will be lakefront homes here, along with, of course, golf course homes. It's a fairly quiet area, and the best part is that you can get a really nice home for a pretty affordable price. The median sales price in here is going to be around $650,000, and let's take a look at what that gets you. You can get this nicely remodeled 4-bedroom home that is almost 2,500 square feet in here for just $650,000. And look at the backyard you get for this price, with the huge pool and the space to spread out. Arrowhead Ranch isn't going to have that small town charm to it, but it's still green and lush, and along with that comes nice mountain views as well. The neighborhood is overall very well kept, and the location within the West Valley doesn't get much more convenient than this. If you're looking for a scenic neighborhood with a convenient, safe location and affordable home options, Arrowhead Ranch is a spot you'll want to check out. Back out in the West Valley, you'll find another neighborhood that is characterized by its family-friendly charm and tree-lined streets. Marley Park is here in Surprise, and some people won't love the location, but it's overall a very nice area, and it's probably the most desirable neighborhood within Surprise. The main reason it's not talked about as often is because it's simply too far away for some people. Don't get me wrong, your day-to-day conveniences are no problem. It just becomes an issue if you need to work in downtown Phoenix or Scottsdale. That's going to be a bit of a hike. But the neighborhood itself is beautiful, with uniquely styled homes that don't look like all the same cookie-cutter homes that you see in most of Phoenix. It kind of reminds me of Verrado in that way. You'll have a few community amenities here with a pool and a clubhouse, along with a lot of parks and even some schools. It's a pretty tight-knit community, and it's one of those places that goes all out for holiday decorations during Halloween and Christmas. And the glory of being in Surprise is that it's more affordable here. You can find a gorgeous home in Marley Park for just $500,000 to $600,000. And if you have a higher budget, you can get something extremely nice in this neighborhood. So if you're okay with being a bit further away from the main parts of the city, but you still want a tight-knit community with all of the day-to-day conveniences at an affordable price, take a look at Marley Park. Last, but definitely not least, we'll head out to a fan favorite in Buckeye called Verrado. Many people who have spent their whole lives in Phoenix don't even know that this place is here, and when they stumble across it, they are stunned. The mountain views, the small town charm, the tree-lined streets, and the fairly convenient location. Verrado kind of has it all. Located in Buckeye, Verrado is basically its own town. They have a Costco here, a hospital, tons of restaurants, and they're even building a Target and a movie theater here now. What really separates this community from others is the small Main Street district, where they have a cute town center with coffee shops and a few restaurants and a little grocery store. On Sundays, they'll hold farmers markets here, and it just has the most tight-knit feel of any neighborhood in Phoenix that I've found. Everyone who lives here seems to be proud to call Verrado home, and I don't blame them. The homes here are unique and have different styles, so they don't all look the same. There are amenities here too. You have multiple pools, fitness centers, pickleball courts, and anything you need. There is also a small 55+ community section here that has incredible amenities. If you want an outdoor lifestyle, Verrado is the best for it. You have hiking or mountain biking literally right out your front door in the White Tank Mountains, and if you like to golf, you'll love the 2 courses here. They are extremely scenic and very nice courses to play. The homes are newer here, with most of them being built in the last 10 to 15 years, and there are still even brand new options that are being built here. You definitely pay a bit of a premium to to live in Verrado versus the rest of the surrounding area, but there's a reason for it. The premium isn't too high though. You can find a really nice home here for around $500,000 to $600,000, and if you want ultra luxury, they definitely have it, with some custom homes on the golf course being located here as well. Once people discover Verrado, it's hard to go back to looking at other neighborhoods that don't have that small town charm and incredible views. If you want a mix of outdoor living with a tight-knit neighborhood, Verrado is the top option in Phoenix. Most of these neighborhoods are lesser known for one reason or another. Maybe they're a bit too far out of the city for some, or the prices are too high, or whatever the case may be. But they all have incredible lifestyles that they offer, and you should at least be aware of them before you decide on where you want to be. If you're comparing the different options in Phoenix to live, download my free Moving to Phoenix guide in the description below that compares all of the different locations and their best neighborhoods, the home prices, the school ratings, and really just everything you need to know. You can also just reach out to me directly and I'll send it right over to you. I hope that today's video was helpful in showing you some of the hidden gems that Phoenix has to offer. We don't just have Scottsdale and Chandler like most people think, and there are so many more that I couldn't even cover today. If you are considering moving to Phoenix and want to see what it's really like to live here, check out my video on things that people don't tell you before you move to Phoenix, so that you can come in prepared. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you at the next one.